Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another Saturday Top 10, where today we're going to be counting down the top 10 best Pack-a-Punch camos in Treyarch Zombies history. This was requested by Mr. Duckfart. If you have a top 10 you want to see here on the channel, make sure to comment it down below in the comment section, and I may use your idea and give you a shout out in the beginning of the next one. So anyways, guys, without further ado, if you do go on to enjoy the video, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new, and let's jump into it. Coming in at the number 10 spot is going to be the Pack-a-Punch camo from Toten. Now, as you guys know, this is an icy, a snowy map, so everything revolves around ice and snow. So having this bluish ice camo is definitely something that fits perfectly with the map. Now, the cool thing about this map is you have the golden Pack-a-Punch machine, which fully upgrades your gun, so you don't have to spend an additional 10,000 points. And what I like to do is just turn on the last power switch up at the top of the boat and then launch myself over there right after, and it usually just alleviates the problem of needing more points. You can spend those extra points that you save on perks and things like that to get set up, especially when you're doing the Easter egg. So overall, I really like the glow and tint of this camo in general, and I think it's really cool. So it comes in here at the number 10 spot. Coming in at the number 9 spot is going to be the launch Pack-a-Punch camos for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Now, these are of course on Die Machine and also on Firebase Z, but overall I think that these camos are perfect and they were great for the launch of Black Ops Cold War. Now, my personal favorite out of the 3 camos that you get for upgrading for 5,000, 15,000, and then 30,000 is the second tier Pack-a-Punch, which is a green like moving camo. It looks really cool. I think the second one is the best, but a lot of people in my Twitch chat said that they like the last one more, which is more of like a purplish pink, which I totally understand. I think the first Pack-a-Punch camo though is kind of lackluster. It doesn't really look that great. It's like yellow, so I guess it makes sense to improve over time the higher you Pack-a-Punch your weapon. But overall, I think that these camos are great. They're really good for the launch of Cold War, and they come in here at the number 9 spot. Coming in at the number 8 spot is going to be the Pack-a-Punch camo from Der Toten. Now, when you Pack-a-Punch it to tier 3, which in my opinion is the best version of this Pack-a-Punch camo, you get this purple that goes over the gun, and it looks really clean, looks really cool. And then of course, with that Pack-a-Punch camo, there's splotches of different colors that move in and kind of blend with the gun, which is cool as well. So basically, it's just cycling the colors that can appear on the weapon, which I think looks really cool in the Cerberus personally. But I would say that when it is fully purple is when it looks the absolute best. So overall, I think that this is a pretty cool Pack-a-Punch camo, and it comes in here at the number 8 spot. All right, guys, coming in here at the number 7 spot is going to be the Pack-a-Punch camos from Eisendrache. Now, if you guys played multiplayer in Black Ops 3 and got Dark Matter camo, that's essentially what the Pack-a-Punch camos are for this map. They're just a different color. Like the standard Dark Matter camo was purple, and it looked really cool. It was like dark purple and just looked great overall. Now on this map, you have different colors of that, which is like red, blue, green, yellow. There's even a purple one that just does not look nearly as good as the regular Dark Matter camo. But overall, I think that it's kind of a cool idea to have different colors of that Dark Matter camo. But at the same time, I feel like they kind of dropped the ball on this one, because there was a lot of missed opportunities that they could have done with this Pack-a-Punch camo. Being in a medieval castle was something really cool, and it was an awesome setting. And looking back on it now, Eisendrache is definitely a fan favorite map. I think what they could have done for this is kind of change up the Pack-a-Punch camo. Instead of just copying Dark Matter, they could have had some sort of like medieval knight theme, where maybe it looks like there's like armor around the gun or something like that. Like they could have done a lot of different things with this to make it a little bit better. But overall, the colors really pop with the Pack-a-Punch camo on it, and I think that it was a pretty good idea and it looks cool. So it comes in here at the number 7 spot. Coming in at the number 6 spot is going to be the Pack-a-Punch camo from the map 9 in Black Ops 4, part of the Chaos storyline, and I think that this is a fantastic camo. It just looks really clean overall. You have different colors like popping out of the gun, and then a bunch of stuff around the gun is also gold, which just really pops, especially with the green version and the red version. Like out in the open where it's really bright and everything, it looks really cool. And even in the dark, you can kind of see the color tones like shooting out, which is kind of cool, but it just looks so good out in the open, of course, like in the middle area or the starting room. It just looks really cool, and I think that they did a great job with this pack punch camo. Usually when it's a launch map, Treyarch really pays attention to the detail. It's just a shame they really dropped the ball on Voyage of Despair and Blood of the Dead especially. So overall, it's a great camo, and it comes in here at the number 6 spot. All right, guys, coming in at the number 5 spot is going to be the first ever pack punch camo in Treyarch Zombies history, and that is from World at War Derice. Now, this is basically an etching camo where there's etching designs like basically maneuvered throughout the weapon once you pack a punch it, and I think that it looks really cool. Like, all the designs of the weapons are really unique with this, and I feel like it adds a whole nother dynamic to pack punch camos. And it's crazy because Treyarch tried to like remake this for the giant, and it just did not work. I think the giant pack punch camo is pretty trash, to be honest. Like, it's not even on this list, and it's crazy to think that they literally tried to remake it, but they couldn't remake it as good as the World at War version. And being such an old game and having such a cool pack punch camo, I don't know how they could mess that up. So it comes in here at the number 5 spot. Absolutely fantastic camo, and it's just a throwback when you go back and play it and pack a punch your gun. All right, guys, coming in at the number 4 spot is going to be the pack a punch camo on Gorod Krovi. Now, as you guys know, there's dragons flying around, and you actually ride on a dragon to the pack a punch area. It just fits so well that they would have a basically burned pack a punch camo essentially, but you have that like bright colors underneath, like especially on the green one. It's like a really bright green, but then there's like charred marks all around the gun to add that like fire effect from dragons. So I think that's really cool. It was really unique, and the colors just look so good, a lot better than the Eisendrache ones. And I think it's just a really unique and cool design that they got from, you know, having dragons burning fire, burning the gun camo. Overall, it just looks sick. So it comes in here at the number 4 spot. All right, guys, coming in at the number 3 spot is going to be the Origins pack a punch camo. Now, personally, I was kind of having a toss up between this and the other two in the top 3, but I think that the Origins pack a punch camo is just a lot better in the Black Ops 3 version, the remake. But the Black Ops 2 one also looks awesome, and I remember back in the day, everyone was so hyped about this camo. They thought it looked so cool, but after replaying it today and putting it on the Boomhilda in Black Ops 2, I feel like you couldn't even see it move. And for some reason, I remember it moving a lot more, but it just looks so much more vibrant in Black Ops 3, and that's just because of the color palettes and stuff. But overall, I think that this camo is really cool, and it comes in here at the number 3 spot. I know a lot of people in my chat said this was their favorite. All right, guys, coming in at the number 2 spot is going to be Revelations. Now, Revelations has 3 different pack a punch camos, and honestly, all of them look so sick. My personal favorite, though, is the blue one that has lightning strikes and electricity going through it. It just looks so clean. It looks so good. And I remember in Black Ops 3 you could actually unlock this camo. I think it was called Into the Void or something like that. And overall, I think that this camo is absolutely fantastic. Obviously, Revelations was the final map that they released until Chronicles came out a year later, and it just looks so good. And I think that it really does fit the map overall, and just having everything be like in space, having space themed pack punch camos, it just looks so awesome. So overall, that one definitely deserves to be here at the number 2 spot. All right, guys, we have 2 quick honorable mentions. The first one is going to be the oil slick camo from Black Ops 2. This was only on the Victix maps, Transit, Die Rise, and Buried. Now, the reason I decided to use Die Rise gameplay is because with the skybox and the map being so bright, you can really see the oil slick camo great on Die Rise. It looks the best, in my opinion, on Die Rise as well, as compared to obviously Transit and Buried. Now, of course, you can see it on Buried in the bright areas, but you can't really see it on Transit unless you're down where you actually pack a punch. So I think Die Rise is just the perfect map to show it off. Now, personally, I think that this camo is super underrated and actually looks pretty cool, but I decided to put it as the honorable mention spot. And the other honorable mention is going to be Dead of the Night. Now it has a cool like floral camo on it, which definitely fits the theme of the map, set in 1912 of course. It just looks so cool on the weapons, and I definitely think it works well. So that is the other honorable mention. Now it is time for the number 1 spot. Alright guys, and coming in at the number 1 spot is going to be the Mob of the Dead Pack-a-Punch camo. Not just because it's my favorite map, but personally I think that this camo is super unique. You can literally see lava going through the gun, which just looks so awesome. And they tried to remake it in Black Ops 3 and called it the Ritual camo, but on Shadows of Evil, in my opinion, it just doesn't look as good. It's just red, you can't really see it moving, whereas on Mob of the Dead, it's orange lava, you can see it moving. And all the designs on all the Pack-a-Punch versions of this, like on this map, are just great. I think that overall Mob of the Dead's Pack-a-Punch camo is by far the best without question. So anyways guys, that is going to be the top 10 Pack-a-Punch camos in Treyarch Zombies. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do me a favor and drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new for more zombies content. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.